to express my gratitude for the messages that we heard today. First, being completely committed. Well, not first. That was the second part of it. But Ezra talked about being focused on the cares of God as opposed to the cares of this world. And I was really encouraged to hear so many examples from the Bible and from others that let me know that we're not alone in being torn. We're not alone in getting distracted from the cares of God. When we get focused, there's so many options in this world to be distracted with, even if it's a good thing, even if it's something that we believe is in the service of God. It can turn out to be a distraction from the cares of God. I remember waking up one morning and thinking, as I started to pray, I go into what I call a quiet time. And that quiet time was, I found myself saying, Father, I give you this day. I submit my day to you. And I realized in an instant, it was like, wait a minute. He gave this day to you. He caused you to breathe this morning, or you wouldn't be able to sit here saying, or kneel here saying, I give my day to you. And yes, he has given us so many gifts, but we need to submit them back to him in order for them to be used in a way that will glorify him. So it's appropriate to say, I give this day to you, but we need to also realize that he first gave us this day in love. The idea of being committed, fully committed, unconditionally committed, is something I really need to be reminded of. Being committed is something I'm good at. I'm very loyal. I tend to be very loyal. I like the illustration of the plow, because I am one of those people who puts my hand to the plow, but then I do have a tendency, and there are temptations to turn back, and there you go, right? I'm really grateful when I realize that I have slowed down enough, focused enough, surrendered enough, even the cares of this world, my family, my concerns, my job, the status, anything that that we all can put before God. It's amazing to watch God work when you step back and observe, step back and watch what he does. This is tied into the offering, believe it or not. That's what I'm here for. When in committing and turning our everything over to God, being completely committed to God, it ties in with money when we're giving our offering. And it's not a comfortable thing. I think that was mentioned today, to talk about money, in the church, in a lot of other settings too, to talk about money. It's symbolic of surrendering to God. It's really not just about the money that we put in the basket. I'm encouraging us today to think about, when we put our offering in, to think about all the other things that we can commit to God, whether it's our time, it's our devotion, it's our willingness to do his will into the offering basket today. And with that, let's take up the offering.